Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. So, welcome to Marwell Manor Farm, as I just said. I don't know why I always do that. I always do that. I always repeat what I just said at the beginning. Anyway, it's 8:10. It's day 2. As you just saw from the little montage, I've already done a little bit of work. I just popped in for a cup of tea. I've got a worker out on field. I'm still struggling to remember the field number. So, field 15. We've got a worker out ploughing the field out. If you watched the last episode, the last thing you'll have seen was I was picking up the loose straw from field 15. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And after that, I went out and limed the field. I didn't show it. The episode was getting a bit long and it was also getting a bit dark. But yeah, so I've limed field 15 now. And yeah, as you saw from the little montage, I've been out. We've got a worker ploughing on field 15, and I've been out and fertilised fields 18 and a little bit of 19 that have been harvested, which you can't see because meadow still needs ploughing. So yeah, so they're now at full fertilisation state, which is good. I have to say, much as I was really excited to use that trailed sprayer, I found it a real pain. So its days may be numbered, but we shall see. So, yeah, if you watched the end of the last episode, I finished off, I was taking the straw, off field 15. See, I'm really struggling with these field numbers. Field 15, right? It's field 15. Okay, if I keep saying it, I'll remember. Yeah, took the straw off field 15. And actually what I did was I went round each of the, as I mentioned in the video, I went around each of the animal cell points, animal points rather, and well, actually just pop in here, and I filled up their bedding areas, and I also put a whole load of loose straw in here. I think it's just under 2 loads I think are in there. But what I found was, as I was going round, that to place the straw, unless I was doing something wrong, it seemed like I had to buy one of the animal to be able to do it. I also had to buy the other farm land, which is why the money's dropped a little bit. I had to buy that farm as well to be able to put the straw in there and buy a pig. Strange you buy chickens, but I couldn't buy a pig without. I'm after my front loader forks, which are in there. That'll be the trailer sent. So yeah, so I had to buy one of each of the animals, which was fine. So I just bought one, just to get going. And but the slightly unfortunate thing, and I planned to do a lot of animals early on, so that's all good. So I bought one black and white pig. So I got my chickens, one black and white cow, and a horse. I didn't buy any sheep because of course sheep don't need straw. But slight problem. Mr. Horsey, unlike the animals, his, I don't know what you call that, is that his fitness or whatever? Yeah, his fitness and his health, his fitness and his health. His fitness has dropped by 3% overnight, and his health's dropped by 10%, which is not great, because, you know, I need him to be a pedigree. He's already dropped in value since I got him, and that's because he's not been fed. So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to feed the horse. And to do that, we need hay. And we need oats. So we'll do that first. Now, I've heard, and I don't remember, might have been CDP, that there was a problem with the horses because you don't own the land the horse sits on. Them to do so would cost millions because it's basically the entire rest of the map. So I'll show you what I mean, in case you weren't aware. So if you click on lands, and then select, there's this. It's sort of the whole rest of the map, and sadly the horses sit on that, and it costs 17 million pounds. I've seen people say they use the cheat mod just to get enough money to do that, which actually is not a bad idea, but that would take me ages, so I'm not going to do that now. So I'm hoping, but I did manage to put some straw in, so I'm assuming that means that feed won't be a problem either, so let's hope so. Actually, the other thing I did wonder about doing, and maybe we'll quickly do that first, I've got shed loads of barley, and currently it's 1,000 a litre at Greendale stores. So I think the first thing we'll do, because what I need to do is I need to get a bale spike, so I need oats and hay and water for the horses. but actually, because I need a bales bike and I don't own one yet, do I? I don't think. No, I don't own one, right? I get so confused. I don't own a bales bike, correct? I don't own a bales bike. Good. So that's all right then. Thought I was going crazy. Barley. Ah, right, okay. So I have already taken some over to the thing, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm using both silos. So you could use the silo at the other farm despite the fact you didn't own it, but it still comes up as your silo, which seems a bit strange. But anyway, or maybe it didn't at the time and it now does. I don't remember. Which one was Greendale Stores? As you can tell, I'm still getting used to this map, but I am loving this map. It's a really, really good map. Oxygendavid, what a guy. But yeah, so our soybean is doing quite well in field number 18. Boy, is that a big field. I did have problems with that spray though. It just seems sort of to jerk about a bit and it makes it really hard, especially when you're doing a funny shaped field. How's our plougher getting on? It's getting there. I'm guessing I might need to service the plough actually at some point before that finishes, but we'll see how he does, providing he keeps going, it's okay. But yeah, absolutely loving this map, and I just, with all the crops that we've got, you know, lots of grass, lots of big fields, I just thought I'll get on with animals straight away. I haven't had a chance to get round to doing animals yet, and as I think I've mentioned before, just not getting the opportunities these days to record much, which is why I'd started doing the time-lapse videos, but I just happened to find myself with a free hour this evening, so I thought I'd do a little talky video, catch up on a few things, just talk about some of the stuff that I'm planning, and also it's a good one to do while I'm sorting out the animals. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing in this video. Because doing animals time-lapse might have been a bit whoopsie. I did that, didn't I? Sorry. Yeah, doing animals in time-lapse might be up, but I thought it'd be more fun to do it while I'm chatting. Got to remember all the stuff that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, so we'll take this load of barley down to Greendale just to get a little bit of money in the bank. We're going to need to buy quite a few bits of equipment today. And oh no, that's the wrong place. That's where we need to go in a minute, because that's the horse area, isn't it? Silly. Sorry, store's further down. Anyone think I just started playing this map? Because again, I've sort of got out of the habit of record. Sorry, I'm just messing this up. I am sorry. Well, you could just wait a minute, couldn't you? But no. He's going to slow me down now. I'm going to do this in Interactive. That's better. Yeah, I kind of get into the habit of not having to talk while I'm recording, which is a lot easier because I can really focus on what I'm doing. Here we go. Anyway, Greendale Stores, which I think might also be where the animal, because it was sort of a sudden thing that I had to buy animals last night, so I just ordered them and paid the delivery fee. But I'm going to get an animal trailer today because we're going to be buying quite a few animals. Not mass numbers, but you know, a few of each. It's going to cost a bit of money. So I don't really want to be, and we can always come and sell some more barley, we're not short. And there's already some in the other silo for the chickens. So, chicken's something else I'm going to talk about in a minute. So I'll make a bit of money off this. Nice to that big field. Crikey, we got a good harvest. It's nice to start off with big fields. It's a lot of work, but it does mean, you know, you're going to get some good income from your harvest crops early on, which is nice. Oh yeah, that looks, is that the animal market over there? It looks like it. Yes, it is. Help F is blocked by an object. Okay. Good. Hate to do that while I'm recording live, so to speak, but I may have to jump over. It looks like he's not charging while he's stopped, which is quite unusual. Let's have a look. Looks okay. Right, so back to the store. In that case, we'll do it on the way past anyway, because we've got to go that way. So we'll go back to the store. I'll start off by buying a bale spike, or maybe we'll just buy all the stuff that we need all in one shot, so that we're not constantly going back and forth. We will be going constantly back and forth to the store, because I'll have to keep going to get the equipment, but at least if I buy it all in one go, rather than to constantly pop into the menu and we're set, then I can just pick up pieces of equipment as I need them. I do love that the tables are turned in Farming Simulator, and it's the tractors that are always being held up by the cars, not the other way around. I did get stuck behind a great Ford tractor today with an awesome little fertiliser spray, a bit like the Bradle, that kind of thing. I couldn't tell what brand it wasn't one I'd seen before, but it did look very cool. And a Ford tractor. I wish we had Ford tractors on console, but we don't. So first things first, front loaders, pallet fork, main colour has got to be Massey. Actually, what am I doing? I don't want a pallet fork, I want a bale spike. Yeah, mind you, I might want pallet forks too, but let's do it properly. Question is, do I want a green one and a red one? Yeah, it's fine. Chances are that this one will be doing most of the bulk of the animal work. So that's that. Umming and ahhing. If you watched the last video, you'll seen that although I absolutely love it, where is it? It's in here, isn't it? The Lizard 1300 XL. I loved it when I used it on Ravenport. Still am using it on Ravenport, just unplayed Ravenport for a little while. I really couldn't get to grips with it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's not changed. It's not an update or anything. Or certainly with a combination of front load on the front. So I'm wondering if I might try this. This wasn't lifting it high enough to put seed. Is it seed or fertilizer? One or the other I couldn't put in. It was the fertilizer. That's right. Because the seed I managed to get in by just, putting it next to it and pressing the L3 button. But the fertilizer, no go, wasn't picking it up that it was there at all. Had to convert it into standard pallets. But I think if I get the universal bag lifter, because it goes on a front loader, I think it lifts it a bit higher, and I should be able to lift it in. This doesn't lift it high enough to get it into our seeder because it's really high off the ground. So yeah, I might be changing up at some point for that. And there was something else I was going to check actually in here. No, maybe not. Okay, fine. Oh, I know. I wanted to see. There is, okay. So we have got a set of John Deere weights. So I might buy a John Deere weight for the JD. We'll see. So other things I wanted. I'm going to get this one just because it's a mod and it's a bit different. And it also, if I remember rightly, yep, it takes horses, which removes the need for me to go buy the Big Master Western as well, and it's cheaper than all of them. So it's 6 cows, 12 pigs, 14 sheep, or 9 horses. Okay, the cows is a little bit less than I wanted to get, but I might have to do a couple of trips. That's fine. Let's see, main colour. Yeah, that's a bit dull, isn't it, really? Actually, you know what, that's kind of cool. Actually, that is kind of cool. I was going to say I don't want black, but actually that is kind of cool. What's that supposed to be? Zinc. Actually, that looks quite cool, actually. Or just plain steel. It's got a nice shine to it. Yeah, we'll go in steel, it's fine. Okay. Oh my goodness me. How does it look with a red Massey roof? It's a bit red, isn't it? JD, I'm trying to match everything to my tractors. Actually, that's quite cool. Fine, green it is. Done. Wheel brand. Michelin or Lizard. Wow, that's a big jump up in price. Michelin it is. And it's only standard setup, so that doesn't make a difference. And that looks okay. Buy it or lease it? I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of that, and it looks cool. Okay. Animals. I was going to get the Aquatrans, but ultimately I'm going to want one of these. For as long as I wash it out after I've used it for milk before I use it for water. It's quite expensive though. That's that sort of shiny colour, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do. As long as I don't need to reverse it too much, I'll be alright. Ooh, water. Yes, I think I can get water at the farm. Do I buy it or lease it? Actually, not the per day costs are ridiculously low. I'm going to lease it. For now, anyway, I'm going to lease it. Okay, and the other thing I wanted... I've got loads of loose straw, so I don't need a straw blower yet. I'm going to try this one again, just because, you know... And again, I think I'm going to lease it, because that's 41,000. It's a lot of money, and it may not be that long before I decide I want to upgrade it. So I'm going to lease. Per day, 410. Yep, way more sense than spending 41,000. And again, it's not like you're going to use it for hours and hours and hours. That's the thing. Anything else I need? I don't know yet if I need a weeder. I'm sort of keeping a pretty close eye on the old weed state, but so far, nothing. Touch wood. Okay. Cool. What happened to my bell spikes? I do need that right now. God, that's close. Okay, stop the trailer a minute. There we go. Okie dokie, I'll come back for those in a little while. In the meantime, so yeah, let's go see what this worker's up to, get him sorted out, and then we'll get this one horse, poor horse, fed, and then we'll get him watered, and then we'll probably buy another couple of horses, and then we'll see what we do next. Got a bit of a mist around the place. I'm sure that I'll go and it'll clear up the skies. It's supposed to be a sunny day. I did get a cloud forecast at some point yesterday, but that clearly passed in the night. Now then, what's going on up here? So there's going to be a bit of tidying. I've already done a little bit of tidying up on this field, but it looks like there's going to be a little bit more to do, not surprisingly. I don't really understand why he's got stuck, to be fair. Probably else I'd put a double barrier. He managed to go straight through. Has he gone through the hedge? What's going on? Yes, he's gone through the hedge and got stuck on the trees. What an Egypt. Wow. Goodness me. You broke my tractor. Oh goodness, he has as well. Look at that. Well, let's hope it still works. Take it to the workshop or something. Hope I won't have to reset it. Could have just tried reversing it, you know. It's a bit dark in this shade. What a silly worker. Honestly, you can't trust anyone these days. Right, he's not going to do that bit properly anyway because of so just excuse the cats going crazy. Turn the plough over. We'll leave that bit. I'll come and do that bit later on. Put it down. I'm going to do this bit so he's past this point, because it'll just go past that, hopefully, he says optimistically. Yep, just right. There we go. And then from there, I can do that, and that just leaves me one strip to do later. Excellent. Try not to get stuck again. I'm not sure that tractor will take much more of that kind of treatment. Okay. And so, onwards. So here we are back at the yard. I'll fill up the trailer first. So obviously what we're wanting here is the oats. For the horses. Not much, hopefully it'll do them for now, but I might need to plant some more. Yeah, so we'll see how this works. So what I'm going to do, and this actually leads me nicely on to talk about what I was going to do on field 15. It's 15, right, the one that's been bad, yeah. Because I'm doing animals, I want to make sure I keep a good stock of all the different crops that I need. So I could regret trying to do this without a spike, without a weight on the back, but we'll see. So what, I'm actually going to plant several different crops in field 15, so I've got small amounts of a bit of all the essentials that I need, mainly for the pigs actually, because I need corn and root crop. I'm going to actually go and do sugar beet, because I've figured out that, of course, if I get a planter, which I'll need for the corn, I can plant the sugar beet. If I do potatoes, I'll have to get, it's not very even, is it? If I do potatoes, I'll have to get a potato planter. They'll cost a fortune to plant anyway, and I'll still need to then lease a harvester. Whereas a sugar beet, I'll just need to lease. I'll just need to lease the harvester. Oh, well done, little Massey. I was really worried you might struggle with that weight all out there, but no, that was all right. So let's get it a bit more back down to ground level. So yeah, so that's the plan. That's the thinking. So I'm going to do several strips. I'll do a strip of corn. I'm going to use my wheel tracks to figure out where I left the trailer. I'll do a few strips. Oh no, still got it wrong. Several strips of corn, a few strips of sugar beet, and actually I might, given the rather low quantities of oats that we've got, I might do some oats as well. And then the rest I'll do is canola, because I think it's a good crop. I can sell. I'll also need that for the pigs as well. So that's the sort of thinking. And probably off screen as well, but I'm going to do the rest of that grass field. Make some more silage bales. I might make a little bit more hay as well. We'll see how we're doing. Or just cut it for grass or something, I don't know. I've kept that loading wagon in case I wanted that again, so see how we do. Yeah, I just thought I'd try that because we've got so many big fields, and I don't want to start, you know, I want to grow quite organically. I don't want to start going out and getting loans to buy lots of small fields and stuff, so I just thought I'd just not partition it up as such, just, you know, grow a few strips of different crops as I go along. Something different, and a good way to get loads of all the crops that I need. You know, I should get good money out of the soybean that I'm getting off, that I've got on field 18, hopefully. I'll get it for a good price, and again, if I say the rest is canola, then I'll get good money for that too. So, you know, I can afford to just do a few bits for the animals. Not that I should need masses of crops to start with, but corn's going to be a problem, and I have no root crops, so I'll need something. Plus, if I do a few rows of sugar beet, I'm not going to do nuts on animals on this farm. It's not that kind of farm. I'd rather just keep it all mixed at small scale. So if I do a couple of rows of sugar beet, chances are that'll be all the sugar beet I'll ever need for the whole duration of the time I'm playing the map, potentially, unless I decide to do it big scale for a harvest, you know. Right, nothing coming that way. I've gone out a little bit too far again. He's coming, but that's okay. I've got time to look round. Much easier done. There we go, it's better. Turn the indicator off. Here we are with the horses. So what I may not do today is move all of the crops, because I'm going to have to move all of the crops that I need for the pigs to the other silo at the other farm. I'll move, you know, a trailer load of each of the crops that the pigs need, which I think will probably be all of them, because I haven't got that much of any of them really, apart from barley, and I've already moved barley. I'll move to the pig farm, the pig and chicken farm. And but I'll do that off screen, because that'll be a lot back and forth. Oop, sorry. There we go. Right, so need to figure where do we put what? So it's all in the field. There he is. Nemo, I think his name was, which actually I think is quite funny. I think we'll leave that at Nemo. No running away, Mr. Nemo. Not that you'll run anyway. Poor little thing, you've been starving all night. So that looks like the water trough. So we've got some straw. Nip out, close the gate. I do love these self-closing gates. Okay. A little bit tight, the space. Could be worse, hopefully. I don't know. Just about. Nope, messed that up, didn't I? Really messed that up. Oh! Should be able to get the bail in there with a bit of luck. There we go. So how's that looking? Apart from my awful driving skills. Let's not worry about that for a minute. Ooh, perfect. Lots. Just what you needed. Nice. Wow, what's going on with this? Okay. So if I swing that out, swing it round. There we go. Squeeze. But we managed. There you go, Nemo. Oh, I hate the resets. 94,000 votes. Nice. I'll take him for a little run and a gallop in his, whatever they call those, in his thingy. Right, so actually, just, seriously, just water for Nemo, and Nemo's done, but he will need a ride and a brush later. Which, by the way, you'll probably never see me do on screen. A, because I'm not sure, certainly in time-lapse, I don't think it works very well. Out the way, Nemo. And actually, it's actually usually what it's my kids' job, is to ride the horses. They quite like riding the horses. So, yeah, you'll rarely see me doing that on screen, and almost certainly not in a time lapse. It doesn't work very well. I've got some footage. I haven't put it up yet. But I may do before this video goes out. We'll have to see. I'm going to leave that gate open. We'll go get the water, and then at least Nemo's done. Yeah, I have got some footage of me riding a horse, training one of the horses on Estancia Lapacho, but yeah, I haven't decided yet whether to keep it in or not, because I'm not sure it looks very good. The beacon's on, clear both ways. I better recover the trailer, slightly unrealistically doing it on the move. There we go. So we'll run this up actually to the other farm so that it's readily available, because chances are by the time I bought more horses, and already I'm thinking I was being a bit optimistic, thinking that I'd managed to get all the animals sorted out in one episode. But actually what I'll do, don't leave this gate open for too long because of the chickens. What I'll do is I'll bring this up here. We'll empty the trailer, but I'll leave it here. And then we'll go get the water, and at least then the horses are done. The other thing I'm slightly confused about, maybe we should sort that out while we're here too. So we should have now in the silo, yep, 5,000 litres of oats. Yeah, so they didn't go very far, did we? So by the time we've got more horses, definitely going to need more oats. Right, so need to put oats in field 15, as well as the corn and the sugar beet and the canola, but that's okay. Right, so I'm going to leave that there. So while we're here, the one thing I've noticed, and please comment if you know, I've had chickens for a day now. Alright, admittedly, I only bought the land last night, so it was only last night that the cleanliness started dropping, the productivity started dropping, so I need to clean them up, so that's fine. But they haven't produced any eggs. No eggs. Now, as far as I'm aware, on all the other maps, you don't need a rooster. But I'm wondering whether Oxygendavid, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to make it a little bit more realistic. That you actually have to have a rooster before your hens will start producing eggs. I don't know, but so I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to buy a rooster and we'll find out. So I'll buy one for now. And as usual, we'll have to pay the charge for bringing him here and all that sort of stuff. And we have a rooster, and there he is, crowing already. Haha, look at me, I'm a rooster. We'll give it a little bit of time and see what happens. Right, to the tractor, back to the yard, back to the shop actually. Go pick up the water trailer. Safety first. Gate shut. See why this wouldn't have worked in a time lapse. Okay, and onwards. Ooh, that was lucky. Right, I had a feeling that I'd heard someone say somewhere that the green tanks were water. Let's take a small sip of tea. Excuse me. Which is rapidly going cold, far too engrossed. And I was right, it's that lucky because it made me attempt to go all the way back to the main yard. And you know what, while I'm here, pigs. Oh, I could do the pig trough while I'm here. Because I may not come back and do the pigs. So I think what I'll do, I'm realising how fast time is passing when you're having fun and all that, you know. If I can figure out where the water trough is for the pigs, because I may not come back here this video. Where is the water trough for pigs? Oh, I need to come back with a bucket, don't I? Because I made some mess when I was dropping straw last night. Oh, and this is where I find out, oh dear, I bought the wrong water thing. Let's see, how sharp a turn can I get out of this? Sharp, hopefully. Just. That's lucky. Yeah, good. Wide. Fill point. Well, that didn't take much. There's only one pig at the moment. He'll need some more later, but he's got some. That's all that matters for now. But yes, I made a mess when I was dropping the straw because of the problem. I hadn't bought the land. I tried to unload the straw and I did an unload anywhere thing and it just went everywhere. So I need to come back. I need to come back with a bucket anyway because of the wonderful wizard was. No, I need to come back with a bucket because I need to clean the chickens. So I'm going to move over here. Whoopsie, I'm doing what the worker did. Look, I'm running into trees. Yep, there's a tree there. So I'll try and move this out of the way so I'm only blocking one side of the road. Just do wish we had hazards on the console. Sorry, don't be a sec. There we go. Yes, alright. Crikey Moses. So aggressive. You can see I'm busy. Couldn't move round. Yeah, anyway. Don't really need the lights, do I? Cool. What next? Oh yes, water for the horses, that's what we were doing. Yeah, so time is passing. So I'll get the horses sorted out. And then I think actually I might go back and we'll look at sorting out sheep and cows. So I'll do at least one delivery of more animals of something. It may as well be sheep because I haven't got any sheep yet. So maybe we'll sort the sheep out next. I don't know. Maybe this will be a long video. Maybe I'll do a second video of animals. One or t'other, as they say. But I am thoroughly enjoying this. yeah, as I said, I'm struggling at the moment to get the time. Time lapse is brilliant for me. I hope other people are enjoying it as well, because not only do I not need to find time when there's an empty house, which with 2 small children is quite tricky, but also it means that, don't move Nemo so I can get around you without hitting it. There we go. But yeah, it also means that each video is, you know, it's a 15-minute video times 8, which sometimes is a little bit fast, but hey, it usually works all right. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Look at that, how shiny. That reflection, still can't see yourself though. That's awesome. That's very cool. Though I have a feeling that's not the actual reflection, because there isn't a road behind me. It's sort of that's kind of weird, which is kind of sad, but it still looks pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so time-lapse works well because it means I get a couple of hours, but that usually means that a video a week is about all I can manage. You know, unless I get lucky and I get an empty house and a bit of time to myself. Friday evenings usually are a time to myself. I don't know when this will go out, but that's when I'm recording it. Probably Saturday or Sunday before it goes out. And that's when I'm recording this. But I don't always get every Friday evening to myself. I've had to work a lot Friday evenings. I also play in the orchestra, which rehearse on occasional Friday evenings, so even that can be a bit hit and miss, sadly. But I take advantage when I can. But yeah, the only thing is that, yeah, by doing 2 hours a week, and because my absolute joy at the moment is Marwell, it's just brilliant. It means I'm not getting anywhere with any of my other maps. I've had footage of Estancia and Apache that I've been trying to get edited for ages, but I'd rather be playing than editing. I'm afraid it's true. So what I'm thinking of doing is, as well as, you know, I'm never going to do a this is all time lapse. Some will, some won't. I feel inspired enough on Marwell that it doesn't need to be, but I can only do, you know, videos like this when I get the opportunity to record at a convenient time for the work, for what I'm doing, right? Which luckily today I did. But yeah, but I had a thought what I'm doing, because, you know, it's 2 hours of recording and editing a video is about a week, you know, plus a little bit of extra work either side of the video. That's about a week for me. It's about all I can manage. You know, I'll put the odd train video or the odd, you know, Project Cars 2 or something like that as well, but that's about it. Sad to say. But what I thought was, and I'm not sure what people will think about this, what I thought I might do, because what I tend to find, and I'm afraid that my last Marwell Manor video was not my best work. I had an awful lot of things to do, and 2 hours, just, you know, 15-minute video rather wasn't enough. It was actually about 4 hours of work that I edited out into a 15, actually it was about 20-minute video in the end, but it was a real struggle to do it, and I'm afraid as a consequence I don't think it was one of my best videos, so apologies for that. But I didn't want to spend the end of day one on across 2 more videos. I wanted to get to the end of day one, get the field sorted as far as I could so we could move on. Which is the other thing, you know, I'm trying to progress through the game myself, as well as keep the videos interesting and make sure I'm progressing and everything else, and it's a real challenge to do if I'm only getting 1 video out a week. So, as well as the fact I'm only playing 1 map ultimately at the moment. That is water, right? Why is it not coming up? Why can I not? Empties the water. Oh, sorry, I want to drive into it. Oh. That's a bit odd. Oh. Ha ha ha. Because I've not bought no sheep yet. Interesting. It's that old chestnut again. I will leave that there a minute. That's really unfortunately parked, isn't it? Sorry about that. That's just terrible. Right, let's go get some sheep then. Clearly that is the thing to do next. Yeah, so what I'm thinking about doing is doing shorter videos, but, you know, because I tend to sort of, I'll just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. means actually I shouldn't have point closing the gate. There's no sheep in there. Means I'm jumping around a lot between jobs. Gets a bit messy. Editing could be a real pain. So one thing I might do is do really short videos, but try and do a job or 2 jobs at a time, no more than that. So make, time lapse may end up being, a 5-6 minute video. Hopefully means I'll be able to get more videos recorded. Means it in total, stuff of work past, it won't be more than I was doing before, because I'm still limited by the amount of time I get to play, but the editing might be a bit quicker, and it also means that I can mix up different jobs on different farms during a week, rather than actually I really want to get the next Marwell video out and try and do those once a week, which is all I've managed. Alright, it means that progress overall will be slower on each of the maps, but means I will be progressing on some of the other maps as well. I've still got stuff that I want to get done. I'm rather enjoying the Stanzia Lapacho. I know it's an old map for a lot of people, but I hadn't played it before, and I think it looks really good at 19. I quite like it. Likewise, Ravenport, Felsbrunn. I've got plans for all those maps. Would still like to do them ultimately. As I'll open that up, but point is known, wasn't it? So that was what I was thinking. So we'll see how it goes. I hope people don't think I'm just doing it. There's a risk that people think I'm doing it because it means I'll get more views because I'm producing more videos for the same amount of recording. But it's not about that. It's more about just trying to get more stuff done and get videos out a bit more regularly. It's a pleasing thing for me to do. I hope that people enjoy watching them, and if you're liking, I'm not going to pick up a lot of subscribers and a lot of viewers. If I'm only doing one a week, they're going to go somewhere else, which most people will do anyway. I watch about 3 or 4 different people, so you will do that. But plus I also thought, actually, quite apart from recording the videos, I like to watch other people, and I sometimes find that it can take 2 or 3 sittings for me to sit and watch one of someone else's videos, and I think time-lapse in particular, do people really sit and watch? I mean, people do. I personally don't watch that much time-lapse video stuff, but people do, luckily for me. But I thought, actually, if I did them as shorts, short videos, people might like that. It might be I've got 5 minutes, I'll just watch rather than, I'll start it, but I'll have to finish it later, sort of thing, which is what I would imagine most people do. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people won't like them. But it was just thought. So I'm going to try it. We'll see how we go. I might decide I don't like doing it either. We'll have to wait and see. I have no idea where the box, feels like I should reverse it around, but actually I don't think I need to. Anyway, enough about that. So yeah, look out for those. We'll see how it goes. Right, I can't remember how many pigs we can, how many sheep we can have. We got white, brown, black and white, black. Nothing against brown or black sheep, but I quite fancy black and white just because they're the ones you most often see. You get the odd black one, don't you? Black sheep of the family and all that, so we should have a black one. A couple of those. One of those. So I can't remember how many I can have. I'm assuming it'll tell me when I run out of capacity. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have a couple of brown ones really. 9, 10. Now I've got 2 browns. Too many whites, so I'm going to have another black one. I have 2 black sheep of the family. Confirm. Cool. First animals in our... Oh, can't see. In our animal trailer. Does this... I never even checked. Does this open? Crikey, they're a bit pending. Looks like I could have got a couple more in, but 10's fine for now. Yeah, I never even thought. Does it actually open? The back? Oh, it does. Hee. Oh well, too late. That's quite cool though, isn't it? I like that. We'll do that next time. Okay, open topped, I think. I do like my green cover though. Right. Let's get these back. Right, here we are back at the yard. Okay, might need a bit of manoeuvring doing here. Ah, that's the bunker silo. Okay. So I was wondering where that was. Goodness, okay. So by the time that's full, I'll have to be reversing completely. Not that I should need to come in here too often, but yeah, I shall have to be reversing in there. That's going to take some doing. What's that one? Come on then out, my beauties, my little sheepies. Meh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. I do love to have animals. Mind you, what am I doing? No, don't close the gate. I do love to have animals on the farm. Okay. So, be honest, I think getting these sorted out is probably all we're going to have time for, really. I'll have to move on to do the cows next. Might be. Don't know. Maybe I should just do that as the next video and see if I get time to do it as another narrated one. I mean, you know, part of the reason I did this was I'd got the time, I'd got the opportunity. Partly because actually it gave a good opportunity to talk about some of the stuff. Yeah, let me know what you think about the 5-minute video thing. I suppose you might want to wait and decide once you've seen how they look. But you know, whether you think that's something that could be appealing. Don't know. Just be, you know, be good to get other people's opinions. You know, I may find it doesn't work for me either, in which case, you know, maybe I won't do it. But it sort of feels like it might be worth trying at least. We shall see. Well, I've got the water tank hooked up. I may as well. I'm curious. So how much water did they take? Still no signs of eggs. We'll keep an eye on that and see what happens with the eggs. Interesting. Sheep. 2,000 litres of water. I just wonder how much value there is actually in going around and doing till I've bought all of the, you know, all the extra animals. Maybe there's no point. I wonder about taking this and going straight to the cows while I've got it. But to be honest, till I've got more cows, there may not be an awful lot of point. So what I'll do for now, let's put that there. Right, because what I need to do is get some hay bales for these sheep. Let's bring in so we can see inside the shed. Now, how many do you think we're going to need of these for our sheep? Try not to knock the straw bales over. Oh well, this would be a bad thing. Okay. Now, is one going to be enough? I'm going to need another one. How's that? Oh, close enough. It'll do for now. Productivity is 10%. Hopefully that will start to increase. It's actually not bad. So our pig's at 20%, which actually, considering he hasn't got all his food types yet, is pretty good. Chicken's fine. Still no eggs. I mean, I suppose it's going to take a while to register the fact there's now a rooster. But yeah, slightly confused by that. I might have to do some digging and see what I can figure about that. The productivity of the cow is 0, but then of course the poor thing hasn't got any food, so that's not surprising. So I think that'll have to be the next thing then. But there we go, we have sheep. We have one slightly happier horse, who sadly will now need an awful lot more work than he did originally to get him. Ooh, that's weird. Why has he suddenly got a oh no, that's better, it just didn't refresh. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Yeah, so the horse is going to need an awful lot more work now to get him back up to fitness and health, because he was left overnight without any food, poor thing. But yeah, that's okay. We'll get the kids on him. Child labour and all that. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll go see how workers getting on with the ploughing, tidy up that field, and then I can look to start getting some planting done. Ooh, which reminds me, while we're here, because it's easier to do it slightly oddly, I'm going to do it in this episode rather than the episode in which I'm actually going to use it, but I will need it in the very near future, because once that field is ploughed, I'll need to cultivate some of it, I suppose. But I do need to reckon that into the old finances as well. I can't go mad buying animals and then find I haven't got enough money left to buy a planter. So that will also determine how many more animals I buy today. But I need cows. A couple of horses is only a few grand. Actually, no, horses are quite a few. Horses are £5 each, aren't they? We shall see. And I won't go crazy with the pigs. How much are the pigs? I can't even tell. I can't even tell from there, can I? To be at the animal dealer or at the or at the pen. But yeah, so a few little bits to figure out. Anyway, yeah, I might need to sell some more of that barley. I've got plenty. Actually, is the price holding up? How's it doing? Oh, I could do some contracting as well. Actually, I haven't done any contracting yet. Yeah, the price is holding, and actually the price of wheat is rising. So if that goes up at Rainbow Ridge, I haven't sold anything at Rainbow Ridge yet, so that'd be good. Yeah, so I could sell at least one more load of barley quite comfortably. That'll get me a little bit extra money. Is that a weed I see before me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. It's funny how weeds seem to spread in lines. So we need a weeder then too. Goodness, it's going to be an expensive day. I'll try and avoid taking a loan. I can do, I have to, because I'll pay it back when I get that soybean crop in. But yeah, I'll sell a couple more loads of the barley. I've got plenty of it. Price is still holding. And actually I might start doing a bit of contracting as well. I was thinking of increasing time to ×5 just to start speeding up life, but there's so much to do. I'm not sure I've got time. It's quite a lot of work with only 2 tractors. Maybe I should get one of those new Deutz Fars. They're quite fun. But yeah, so much to do, so much to think about, so much fun, so much fun. Anyway, I really should stop witching on. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Didn't get quite as much done as I'd hoped, but goodness, there's a lot to do. And if you did, please give us a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. It'd be great to get some more subscribers in. And oh yeah, that planter looks really good, like that. And yeah, otherwise I'll look forward to welcoming you back to Marwell Farm or one of my other farms very soon. Bye bye for now.